Hey, and well met, as the Spoony one says. And also, welcome, one and all, be you human or alien. This is another tale to tell, and this one is another video response to Counter Monkey. This one goes with bad rolls. Very, very bad executed rolls. And oh god, these two tales, they're pretty bad. And this involves my Punisher character. And this is in Shadowrun. It starts out with us in a subway, I think. I think it was a subway. And then after that, we had to chase these guys down, so then we had to go up. We had to go above ground. And then they went into a hideout. The hideout that I had, the hideout that I was thinking of doing. This was my plan. We decided to split up again. Never a good idea. Um, but the guys knew. The, the guys knew what out. They didn't know what I was thinking. They're like, Jake, the hell? Why are you going in alone? Because you guys are boring. You're too busy planning. Just make up ideas. Jeez. I was very I'm one of those type of tabletop RPG gamers that really gets irritated very easily if you guys are stalling and having like 5 to 10 to 15 minutes conversations on just one move. It that just annoys me. I'm sorry, but that's the type of gamer that I am. So I got really frustrated, and yeah, I decided to go in the sewers. Yeah, Mr. Bill was looking at me like, okay, I'm going in the sewers. Do a strength check. Rolled it. I did a good job on that. And I I did have a torch with me, a flashlight. So I go down, and he says, you go a couple feet in, and then you hear this loud, like faint, this loud, but faint in the distance, growling noise, almost like a hiss. And I'm like, oh shit. And luckily, I made a successful roll on that, and went up the ladder, closed the lid, behind me. I'm like, don't go, no, no, not, no, no, basilisk. He was gonna throw a freaking basilisk at me. He was a good DM, but he was like, ugh, shouldn't have done that. And later on, we were still having discussions about what to do. So, I took the car. I took our S team car, the Shadowrun team van around in the front, a few blocks away from, like a block away from, across the street. Sorry, across the street. I parked there, um, just so then we couldn't, just so then if anyone escaped, someone would be out there to gun them down with the turrets. We had a badass van. Um, and then all of a sudden, like, uh, here comes the strange portion of the story. We had a character who had a giant. We had a player that had a giant. Yes. Not only that, a giant with a very, very extremely high intelligence. I'm I'm confused as you are. So, we just we he says you see one of the gang members actually going up a flight of staircases on the side of the building, and uh, Mr. Giant goes up and says, "I'd run and chase after him." He does till he reaches the stairs. He climbs up the stairs, but while climbing up the stairs, he starts making it harder for the other members to get up on said stairs, because he said that that was the only way up there. It was an abandoned building, and it was very, very hazardous. Some of us were concerned about traps throughout this building, and um, I think all of us got up, but the last one to actually fail his climb roll was the giant. Yeah, he's like, okay, you make it halfway, you trip, catch your feet inside, like, here's the step, here's his foot, it collapses, he gets a cot, hangs down, and because of the weight, it pulls the entire tapestry down, falling down. I think I was ahead or I think I was below, but somehow I think I was below. And the thing was is that he got crippled. He failed his Constitution saves. He couldn't. He's like, ugh, you broke your legs. And me being there, I'm like, great. So while the rest of the team were off collecting their money, I had to go and get the Giants into the van and drive off to the hospital. This is where I fail my saves. I I get in the building, and because I bought an expensive item, I could only have enough money to bring him into the lobby. So, of course, I just stood there with this crippled giant, dragging this crippled giant into the lobby, and he was bleeding to death. And he died. So yeah, like, I'm sorry. A doctor did come down. He did check him, but I failed that roll, and he said, I'm sorry, but he's dead. I'm like, great. And I just wasted a lot of blood packs, too, to keep him alive. That was the intelligent giant fail saving rolls story. I could have messed it up, but I'm sure someone will correct me without commenting or uh, outside of the video world. I'm pretty sure someone would do that, but those are my stories. I'll have to leave you off with that. Random equals funny. Take care.